Cassie Anderson and veteran Matty Taylor with a deflected free kick just wide. 0-0. Elsewhere in League 2, Cambridge 0, Barnet 0, Carlisle 1, Accrington 0. Goalless between Cheltenham and Yeovil, Chesterfield 0, Crewe 2, Crawley 0, Colchester 1, and goalless between Exeter and Forest Green Rovers. Forest Green Rovers have lost their last 4, but they're on for a point this afternoon. Lincoln in the playoffs needs Stevenage by a goal to nil. Notts County, who are trying to chase down Luton, are 2-0 up at Morecambe. Goalless between Port Vale and Coventry, and Wickham in 5th lead Newport in 11 by a goal to nil. In the National League, in the lunchtime game, Leyton Orient 2, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. In the 3 o'clock games, Aldershot 2, Woking 1, Barrow 1, Wrexham 1, Boreham Wood 0, Sutton 2. Boreham Wood are down to 10 men in that game, as are Chester, who trailed Guiseley by 2 goals to nil. Dover 0, Maidstone 2, Eastleigh 0, Torquay 0, Ebbsfleet 2, Bromley 1, Gateshead 1, 10-man Hartlepool 1. Leaders Macclesfield are being held at home by Halifax. It's 1-1 in that game. Maidenhead 0, Solihull 0, and Tranmere 2, Fylde 0. And in the Scottish Championship, just one game today. It finished Dumbarton 1, Livingston 4. Let's go back to Kempton and join our correspondent Cornelius Lycett, where Mike Bite won the King George VI chase. Cornelius.
Mike Bite, the 6-4 favourite, jump well, galloped straight as a barrel under jockey Nico de Boinville to win Jump Racing's mid-season championship steeplechase, beating outsiders Double Shuffle and T for 2 by 1 length and 2 lengths. Skeptics will tut a bit about the close proximity of those two, but considering the soft going, not Mike Bite's favourite conditions, it was a fine performance and throws down the gauntlet to the Cheltenham Gold Cup reigning champion at sizing job. Winning trainer Nicky Henderson also took the Christmas hurdle with Bouvert Dare, whilst rising star jockey Brownie Frost won her first Grade 1 race. That was on Black Courtney in the Quarto Star Novices Chase.
It's 1 minute to 4. You're listening to 5 Live Sports on BBC Radio 5 Live, the BBC Sport website and app, and Richard Foster has the latest news.
More live Premier League football than anyone else. This is BBC 5 Live.
The family of a British woman jailed for 3 years for smuggling painkillers into Egypt says she will be against her sentence. Laura Plummer claimed the tramadol tablets, which were illegal there, were for her Egyptian partner's back pain. South Yorkshire police have confirmed 2 people died in a car crash in Sheffield on Christmas Day. One of those killed was an officer responding to an incident. The other was a female passenger in a different car. A 29-year-old man has appeared in court charged with the attempted murder of a man in Swansea on Saturday. Carl Dunbar was remanded in custody. Fewer people have been hitting the Boxing Day sales this year. Visits to shops up to midday were 4% down on last year, according to the research group Springboard. Black Friday discounts are partly being blamed for the fall. And the Queen's broadcast was the most watched programme on Christmas Day. 7.6 million people tuned in to see it on BBC One, ITV and Sky News. It was followed by Mrs Brown's Boys and Strictly Come Dancing.
This is BBC 5 Live on digital, online, smartphone and tablet.
On the roads, M62 westbound in West Yorkshire, queuing traffic, long delays between junction 24 at Ainley Top and 23 at Huddersfield. Queues as far back as junction 25 at Brickhouse. West Midlands and the northbound M5, 1 lane shut and there's queuing traffic. All because of a breakdown just at the northbound M5 at the M6 junction H, where the 2 roads converge. M25 clockwise in Kent, slow traffic due to an earlier accident between junction 5 at the M26 and junction 6 at Godstone, but all lanes have been reopened. And in Somerset on the M5 southbound, queuing traffic and 1 lane's blocked, all because of an accident, and surface water on the road too between junction 26 at Wellington and 27 at Tiverton. Richard Foster, 5 Live Travel.
Pure drama on BBC One.
I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was educated at a private school in England. I run my own firm in the city. I'm very happy with my life the way it is.
Some people choose their path in life. Others have it chosen for them.
I've had 3 investors asking to redeem their capital.
Tell your investors that the story is completely untrue.
Someone in Moscow planned this to hurt the family.
I'm a banker, not a gangster.
Moving money is your weapon.
Welcome to the family business.
If you want to protect your family, this is what you have to do.
McMafia starts New Year's Day at 9 on BBC One.
This is 5 Live Sport. And Andy Reid is in the studio with me as we go around the grounds this afternoon before we bring you Liverpool against Swansea from 5:30. Whatever happens during these games, and probably in that tea time game as well. The story of the day is likely to be Harry Kane. He hit a hat-trick for Spurs at home to Southampton. It has given him 39 Premier League goals in 36 games in 2017 and 56 for club and country in 52, more than anybody else in Europe. Afterwards he spoke to George Cummins.
Harry, never in doubt, did you have a gut feeling you was going to score a hat-trick this morning and get that record?
Maybe not a hat-trick, but I felt confident going into the game. Obviously a lot was spoken about getting a record. I was trying to focus just on doing my job as always, trying to win. But yeah, when I scored that goal, it was a great feeling, and then I could enjoy the rest of the game, and to get the hat-trick and finish the year strong was important for the team as well, so we can go into 2018 for the confidence.
What was your favourite goal from today?
Probably the third one, great ball by Denny, and then a nice composed finish. But look, any goal feels as good as any other, so whether it's tapping from 1 yard or a screamer from outside the box, they all count the same, and that's what I'll keep trying to do.
5 years ago, you was just about to join Millwall on loan. Now your name's up there with Messi. Did you ever think this was going to happen?
I always believed it could happen. Of course, you go through stages where you have doubts creeping, and it seems like a long way away. But for me, I got my chance, took it, and it went on from there. And the last, I think, 3 years now in the Premier League has been a great ride. And like always, I'll continue to try and improve and continue to try and get better. And it's great to be up there with the likes of Messi and Ronaldo, but I've still got a long way to go before I can be put in the same bracket as them. So that's what it's about, is to try and catch them and see what happens in the years to come.
Alan Shearer's Premier League record next, is that one on your list?
Well, I said after the Burnley game, it's still a long way away. I can't really think about that yet. For me, it's just finishing off the second half of the season strong. I'm at my best goal tally by far than any other Premier League season at this stage. So for me, hopefully I can keep doing what I'm doing, keep scoring goals, keep winning games, and most important is get into that top 4 Champions League football, and hopefully we can get an FA Cup or go find the Champions League and see what happens. We're shown in the group stage that we can beat anyone, and then yeah, in the Premier League we just got to keep fighting for every point and hopefully get into that top 4. Harry Kane with George Cummins. Let's go to Stamford Bridge, where there has been a goal already in the second half. John Southall.
There has. It's taken Chelsea less than 60 seconds inside the second half to take the lead. Chelsea 1, Brighton 0. The ball from the right-hand side from Cesar Azpilicueta. Lovely delivery with his right foot. And there was Alvaro Morata, got the right side of Lewis Dunk and headed it into the bottom right-hand corner. Could be a long way back for Brighton from here. After all that decent work in the first half, they trailed Chelsea by 1-0.
And double change for Manchester United at Old Trafford. Ian Dennis.
Yes, Ibrahimovic, who was making his first Premier League start of the season, has made way, as has Marcus Rojo. Coming on, Lingard and Mkhitaryan, which means that Matic has dropped back into the heart of the defence to partner Jones. Still the fullbacks are the same, Shaw and Ashley Young, but a very attacking side now, because Pogba is the only holding midfielder. You've then got Mkhitaryan, Lingard, Rashford, Mata and Lukaku as United look to overhaul this 2-goal deficit.
Let's go to West Brom next. Rob Knopfler.
And it's still West Brom 0, Everton 0, but another chance for West Brom. This one falling to Rondon, not the most attractive of angles. Left edge around about 12 yards out, but he slipped. His non-kicking foot slipped as he tried to hit it, and he skied it high into the crowd. Cue much derision from the Everton away fans. It remains West Brom 0, Everton 0.
Goalless there. So the changes, Andy Reid, for United is, I mean, Ibrahimovic didn't really contribute a great deal, did he, in that first half?
No, he didn't. It strikes me as a little bit of desperation, you know, and it's a strange thing to say, you know, for Man United side at home to Burnley, you know, but you know, they're 2-0 down, and it looks like he's kind of panicking a little bit. Matic going back to centre back. I've never seen that before. They've got I'm not too sure, and even all them attacking players on the pitch, I've just been watching, the ball went up to Lukaku and there was nobody within 10 yards of him.
Let's go into League 2. Swindon against Luton. Luton the League 2 leaders, and you've got a goal. Lawrence Herdman.
Swindon 0, Luton 1, no stopping the leaders. An absolutely stunning goal from centre forward James Collins.
picked the ball up on the right, ran across the face of the Swindon penalty area and curled into the top corner against his former club. Swindon 0, Luton 1. Staying in League 2, Accrington Stanley have equalised at Carlisle just a couple of minutes into the second half. Billy Keys, 13th of the season, has come from the penalty spot. Should Chelsea have doubled their lead at Stamford Bridge? John Southall.
Could well have done it. Chelsea 1, Brighton 0. They've come absolutely flying out of the traps in the second half. Bakayoko just laid it into the path of Hazard on the edge of the penalty area, and his shot just a fraction wide of the left-hand post. The first goal of the afternoon, 52 seconds into the second half for Chelsea, who lead Brighton by a goal to 0.
Substitution at West Brom, Rob Nothman.
I told you about that Rondon missed chance. Well, he did himself a mischief in skewing that ball high into the crowd. West Brom 0, Everton 0, and the Venezuelan is coming off now to be replaced by Al Robson Kanu. So it's West Brom 0, Everton 0.
Equaliser for AFC Wimbledon at Portsmouth. Lyle Taylor's 11th of the season means it is 1-all at Fratton Park, and Scunthorpe United are now 3-1 up at Blackpool. They're chasing a spot in the playoffs on Scunthorpe. They might want even better. They're fourth at the moment. They got their first win in 5 against Southend on Saturday. Exeter against Forestry Roads, I think, has been abandoned in League 2. Heavy rain has put pay to that fixture at half-time. It was 0-0, so that game will have to be replayed. Ben Mee is continuing at Old Trafford. Ian Dennis.
Yes, he is. He's just had a little bit of treatment, but he's now back on the field of play as Burnley continues to frustrate and thwart this Manchester United side, who are in possession with Pogba. He's already let one fly from outside the penalty area early on in the second half. But once again, as Shaw gets the ball, he drifts infield. So you look at that back line of Burnley, the white shirts, as a low ball is played in, and it hasn't got in. Oh, that's an incredible miss. That is an incredible miss. It's astonishing how that's not gone in. Still it's alive inside the penalty area. Shaw has the shot charge down, but as the cross has come in from the right-hand side, Lukaku has thrown himself at it. I think it was Lingard following up, as another cross has been missed by Pope. Rashford pulls it back into the area. Luke Shaw, low shot, cleared away by Burnley. He must have been a yard away from the goal line, and he sort of like spooned it up. It hit the crossbar, and then dropped back out and didn't go over the line.
It sort of hit the bar, didn't it, Andy Reid? And then it rolled up the bar, onto the top of the bar, and then came back down.
I can't quite work out how it happened, to be honest with you. It was a poor miss though, yeah, but I think he's just expected Lukaku to get a touch on it just before him, and when Lukaku didn't, I think it kind of wrong-footed Lingard a little bit, so he didn't get the connection that he needed, and he scooped up into the air. But it was a big chance, big chance there.
Let's go to the Riverside. Have we seen the first goal for Middlesbrough post Gary Monk, Dern Tanner?
We have, and Braithwaite, their goal scorer, 4 minutes after the restart, straight onto a through ball, slight deflection on it, but a good strike nonetheless. Middlesbrough 1, Bolton 0.
And that's his 5th of the season. Let's go to John Akers, where Bournemouth could have gone ahead.
Yeah, Wilson's missed a chance, edge of the area, good first touch, got it out from under his feet, but just drilled it wide at the goalkeeper's right-hand post. Adrian was at full stretch, had no chance. I can see why Exeter's been called off, because the weather here is really bad too. Obviously no problems with the pitch here. It's been a good game so far. It's Bournemouth 1, West Ham 1 in the second half.
Chance for Brighton to get themselves back into it. John Southall.
And a rare one at that. Chelsea 1, Brighton 0, but they have a free kick on the right-hand side of the penalty area. The ball's just been moved back by the referee, Marcus Suttner, the Austrian. Never scored a goal for Brighton. Will take it with his left foot straight into the wall. Comes back to Suttner, but that rare chance is gone. Chelsea 1, Brighton 0.
They will find it hard, won't they, Andy Reid, to chase the game now at Stamford Bridge?
Yeah, you would imagine so. You know, I've been really impressed with how Chelsea have been going about their business lately. You know, they look like they're starting to hit a little bit of form at the right time, and with Man United kind of starting to lose that little bit of form, it's a great opportunity for them to push up the league a bit.
That was an amazing save actually from Nick Pope from Lingard that pushed it up onto the bar. I mean, it was point blank range. I'm not sure how much he knew about it, but he got his body in the way. And
well, listen, if it's like them, you know, if the ball hits the striker and goes in off his knee, it's still a goal. So a goalkeeper's going to be claiming that's a brilliant save, and rightly so as well. Fantastic.
I've just been told, it's been a very dull start at Watford in this second half. Mark Scott
Yeah, the first half took a long time to get going, Mark, and the second period is yet to really click into life as well. One thing that may have got lost a bit in the melee of action towards the end of the first period is that Akaka came on for Pereira. It's still 1-1 here.
Second time lucky for Jesse Lingard, Ian Dennis.
Yes, Manchester United have reduced the arrears 8 minutes into the second half. Manchester United 1, Burnley 2. It was Lukaku who played the ball out towards the right-hand side, and it was a deft little flick by Lingard. Just dragged his right foot back heel, and just enough to carry it inside the far post past Pope. It was a nice little touch to redeem himself. Nice little flick finish by Jesse Lingard. Mata was on hand, didn't require the touch from Mata. So Manchester United now close the gap, and we've got an interesting second half on our hands here.
He was unsighted really, wasn't he, Pope? By the defender by long.
Yeah, he was, but you know, that's a lovely flick from Lingard. It really is a really deft touch. It was a good ball in. He just needed to get the direction on it, and you know, he put it right in the corner. Pope couldn't really get near. You can't really blame him for that at all. But Man United right back in the game now, and Burnley are going to have to show that organisation that they're so famed for.
Could be an onslaught here, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could be. You know, you would imagine that all chance that they've just got them back in. They've got a lot of attacking players on the pitch. You know, maybe it wasn't so much desperation from Mourinho.
Let me give you the scores in the Championship. Remember, Millwall 2, Wolves 2 in the early game. These are the games with goals in. Birmingham 0, Norwich 1, Burton 1, Leeds 0, Cardiff 0, Fulham 1, Middlesbrough 1, Bolton 0, Nottingham Forest 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Sheffield United 1, Sunderland 0. No other goals as yet in the Championship. There has been another goal at Swindon Luton for Lawrence Herford.
Swindon 0, Luton 2, leaders Luton on fire here, and it's the second half of that prolific spearhead. Danny Hilton heading in his 15th goal of the season. Dan Pope's cross from the left-hand side. It's Swindon 0, Luton 2.
And that's going to be 8 wins in their last 9 for Luton. Back to John Southall.
Chance here for Chelsea. They lead Brighton by a goal to 0. Free kick in a pretty central position. A couple of yards outside the D. Looks like Marcus Alonso quite fancies this one. With his left foot, Fabregas is also over it. The referee's just getting his spray can out and just putting that line right on the edge of the penalty area. Alonso with 3 on his back with his left foot. He fancies he might try and curl this one. The referee finally marches his way back. Quickly Fabregas. It's Alonso. Great strike. And the goalkeeper flying to his left-hand side. Claws it away. Good save by Matt Ryan. Chelsea lead Brighton by a goal to 0.
As Devontae Cole has scored for Fleetwood, 11 for the season. For him, Uwe Rosler signed up one in their last 8 in League One. But they lead at Oldham by a goal to 0. Where am I going next? Bournemouth? Oh no. We'll go to Bournemouth. John
We've just
I was having a conversation with myself then.
I know, but just stuff keeps happening in this game, Mark. Lanzini's just had a left foot shot, deflected wide. At the other end, Bournemouth have a free kick, really dangerous position to cross. Cresswell's been booked, so has Collins. There was the best breakaway you've seen on, and the referee, Bobby Madley, decided to stop the game to book Collins. Bournemouth fans were furious. They look to be away. It's 1-1.
What goes on in my head during these round-the-grounds afternoons and evenings? Conor McNamara.
On the way in the second half here at Huddersfield. Huddersfield still leading Stoke by 1 goal to 0, scored by Tom Ince in the first half. Butland's made 2 good stops though to keep it at just 1-0. Best of them from Van La Parra, who was in point blank, tried to just scoop it over the advancing goalkeeper. Butland made himself big, made the save. Huddersfield on top though, they lead Stoke 1-0.
Sami Svojcic can't stop scoring for Colchester, 12 for the season for him, and they've doubled their lead at Crawley. Crawley 0, Colchester United 2. Alice Yeomans has seen another goal at Bramall Lane. Who for?
A second goal for Sheffield United. Cross from the left. Richard Stearman, his first goal for the club. Fine diving header. It's Sheffield United 2, Sunderland 0.
Definitely going to Bournemouth this time. Why, John Akers?
It is Bournemouth. And Bournemouth leads. Ake, across from the right-hand side, went through a sea of legs, and there he was, his dreadlocks bouncing to pass the ball into the net past Adrian. This game has got absolutely everything. If you're a West Ham fan, don't worry, you'll probably have a dozen chances in the next 15 minutes. 2-1.
Adrian is absolutely fuming there, as most goalkeepers are when they concede. raising his defence. That's a good finish, isn't it, from Nathan Aki, Andy Reid?
Yeah, it was. It was a little bit. It was poor defending. I think they've missed a couple of clearances, the West Ham defenders there. But Aki's come in and the ball's kind of bouncing up and on that skiddy surface to get his left foot on that and put it in the bottom corner. That's a good finish, and that's an excellent game down there. It really, really is. I've been watching it for the last couple of minutes. It's end to end. It looks a brilliant game.
Another goal from a set piece has come at Stamford Bridge. John Southall.
And surely this is game over. Chelsea 2, Brighton 0. Marcus Alonso's come close twice in the last 5 minutes. Finally he's got his goal. Fabregas with the corner from the left-hand side, and there was Marcus Alonso at the near post. Lovely little flick header into the bottom right-hand corner, and Chelsea lead Brighton by 2-0.
Let's go back to the Hawthorns, where Yannick Bolassi's afternoon is over, Rob Nothman.
Yes, still West Brom 0, Everton 0. Yannick Bolassi's first game for 386 days lasted precisely an hour. He has gone off. In racing parlance, I'm sure he'll be better for the run. He's been replaced by Aaron Lennon, and another Everton change. Nias has come on for Calvert-Lewin up front. It remains West Brom 0, Everton 0.
2 goals in quick succession at Cardiff. Carl Roberts.
Yes, very much so. Fulham made it 2-0, Mark, after 55 minutes. Aite with that goal on the counter-attack as they look to protect their lead, and Kenneth Zahor has just got a 25-yard volley. The ball dropped over his shoulder, left-footed, flashed into the top corner. Marcus Bettinelli had no chance. Cardiff thought they were done and dusted, but they're back in the game. Fulham 2, Cardiff 1.
And Stoke have had their chances at Huddersfield, and they've finally taken one. Conor McNamara.
Yeah, a lot of chances for Stoke towards the end of the first half. They were actually doing a lot of defending since the break, but now a goal against the run of play, and Ramadan Sobi, who came on as a sub in the first half for the injured Ryan Shawcross, was on hand after a good cross by Joe Allen into the 6-yard box, sliding in to finish from close range. Really important goal for Mark Hughes, and it's Huddersfield 1, Stoke 1.
Great cross that, Andy Reid, wasn't it? You'd have been proud of that.
It was brilliant. Well, it was a great run. You know, if you see the replay, and he makes a great run from deep and into the kind of the inside left channel and puts a great ball across with his left foot. Striker's dream. That just put it on a plate, and he's there to tap it in.
Plenty of goals for Alistair Yeomans this afternoon.
Sheffield United beginning to enjoy themselves. Lovely cross from the left by the byline. George Bulldog in the centre of the penalty area. His first goal for the club. Sheffield United 3, Sunderland 0.
Let me give you the latest scores in League 1 in the 3 o'clock games. Blackburn 2, Rochdale 0, Blackpool 1, Scunthorpe 3, Bradford 0, Peterborough 2, Rotherham a 2-0 up at Bury, Doncaster 2, Northampton 0, MK Dons 0, Plymouth 1, Oldham 0, Fleetwood 1, Portsmouth 1, AFC Wimbledon 1, goalless between Walsall and Bristol Rovers, and between Wigan and Shrewsbury this afternoon. You can hear the groans of the crowd at Manchester United. They keep getting chances, Ian Dennis.
Yes, they do. The latest one was Luke Shaw, the left back, from the corner of the penalty area through a crowd of bodies. But Pope, the goalkeeper, was well positioned to make the save. Before that, Lukaku had just had a header that was off target. This could be a long half an hour for Burnley, plus of course stoppage time, as Manchester United are continuing to come forward, although they've just been called back there for a foul. So Martin Atkinson has given a free kick in favour of Burnley, who still lead by 2-1. And Jose Mourinho once again is having words with the fourth official, Liam Mason. I suspect we'll have earache from the final whistle.
Pablo Hernandez got Leeds winner against Hull on Saturday, scored again this afternoon, and that's the equaliser at Burton Albion. Burton Albion 1, Leeds 1, and George Grant's second of the afternoon, 16th of the season, and Notts County are 3-0 up at Morecambe. We are going to go to Bournemouth, where West Ham have made 2 changes, John Akers.
Carroll and Chicharito are on for Obiang and Ayew. David Moyes does have those options, and there's a header won by Carroll, and Begovic comes and dives on it in front of the advancing Chicharito. That would have been quite some change from David Moyes, but Begovic has the ball in his hands now. You've got to give credit to Bournemouth. They've not scored in 4 matches. They lead 2-1 here.
You kind of think, Andy Reid, don't you, that Chicharito and Andy Carroll would have been a brilliant partnership in the 1980s when teams played with big man, little man, which has kind of gone out of fashion.
Yeah, it has gone out of fashion. But having said that, when you're 2-1 down going into the last 20 minutes of a game, you know, it's a good option to have. to bring on two quality players like that, you know, and you can probably see them getting another, getting again. I'm just looking at all the games here, chappers, and it's absolutely brilliant. They're all close. You know, everybody's in with a chance of getting a result in every game here. It really, really is such an exciting day of football.
And also, you looked to me when I gave the Notts County scores. They go 3-0 up. Remember, they were 3-0 down on Saturday at home to Cambridge. They got it back to 3-all. They're 3-0 up at Morecambe. The job that Kevin Nolan has done there is remarkable.
Absolutely remarkable. I mean, you know, with me living in Nottingham still, you know, very kind of close, and I see what's going on, and the chairman from in, Alan Hardy, has done a great job. He's brought in Kevin Nolan, who's done a fantastic job, and it's a club moving in the right direction. And just to mention for George Grant, who's got 2 goals today, he's on loan from Nottingham Forest, a player that I've played with, excellent player, and delighted to see him do so well.
In League 2, the other latest scores: Cambridge 0, Barnet 0, Carlisle 1, Accrington 0, Cheltenham 0, Yeovil 0, Crewe 2-0 up at Chesterfield, Crawley 0, Colchester 2. Exeter Forest Green Rovers was abandoned because of rain at half-time. Lincoln 1, Stevenage 0. Told you Notts County are 3 up at Morecambe, Port Vale 0, Coventry 0, Swindon 0, Luton 2, Wickham 1, Newport 0. More chances for John Akers at Bournemouth.
Bournemouth almost put this to bed. Gosling in the penalty area on the right side. Really smart save from Adrian, diving low down to his left. Afobe's about to come on for Bournemouth, and Bournemouth have a corner. Swung in right for Lackey! Oh, side netting. Side netting, we all thought it was in. Wow. 2-1 Bournemouth.
Be honest with me, John, when you got this game on the rotor, were you travelling there hoping, expected to see the kind of game that you have seen today?
No, I was thinking, well, that'll be... I mean, I got given it a few weeks ago and I thought, well, that's not going to be very good at all. But it's been incredible. 18th versus 70. It's not got much filling really today, this game. This is huge, down at the bottom for both teams, and they're playing like it.
Leeds have turned it around at Burton. Kamar Roof's 10th of the season. They were a goal down. They're now 2-1 up. And Watford have turned it round as well. Mark Scott.
Yeah, and it's not one that Kasper Schmeichel is going to want to see again. Cleverly's free kick towards the far post. Schmeichel thought about coming, then stayed. Decore somehow stole him round the back. He was virtually on the byline, knocked it back across goal, and it squeezed in between Schmeichel and the near post, and just rolled over the line. It's an error from Schmeichel. Watford were trailing. They now lead by 2-1.
Chelsea threatening to run riot, John Southall.
They are. Should be 3-0. Chelsea 2, Brighton 0. Chelsea on the counter-attack. Kante waited and waited and waited. Played in Hazard, and his shot cleared off the line brilliantly by Lewis Dunk. Chelsea 2, Brighton 0.
And let's go back to Huddersfield. Stoke, Conor McNamara.
Good game. Huddersfield 1, Stoke 1. Huddersfield with another chance. Quatter breaking into the penalty area down the right. That was the formula that led to the opening goal. This time with 2 inches before. He went for goal himself, put it across the face of goal and wide. Here's another chance though, headed down to the penalty area and hacked away by Darren Fletcher. There's been a few changes as well. Shaqiri has gone off for Stoke. They put on Mame Birabju. Both teams will feel they can go and win it from here. We've still a quarter of the match to go. Huddersfield 1, Stoke 1.
A third goal for the League 2 leaders, Luton at Swindon. Matty Taylor has put through his own net. Swindon 0, Luton 3. We'll get the details from Lawrence very shortly. Cambridge have taken the lead at home to Barnet. Barnet are in 22nd and they trail at Cambridge, and Doncaster are now 3-0 up at home to Northampton. Andy Butler has got that goal. Detail of Luton's third then comes from Lawrence Herman.
Yeah, and Swindon in total disarray here, chappers. The latest goal, James Collins, again power and pace down the right-hand side, got to the byline, pulled it back, and veteran Matty Taylor could only turn it past his own goalkeeper, Lawrence Degarou. Swindon in total disarray. It's Swindon 0, Luton 3.
And as we said, Kevin Holland's done a good job at Notts County. You could say the same thing about Nathan Jones at Luton. Those two sides are going to go head-to-head, aren't they, for the rest of the season? There's a 4-point gap at the moment.
Yeah, I think they drew there not too long ago, but the two of them are, you know, they're really kicking on in that division and playing some really good football. You know, Luton are playing some excellent football. You know, got Paul Hart in there who's coaching with Nathan and really playing some excellent football. So, you know, them two right up there fighting all the way for that League 2 championship.
Been a miserable afternoon for one of your former clubs though, Andy. Another goal has gone in at Nottingham Forest. Now Premji.
Nottingham Forest 0, Sheffield Wednesday 3. Adam Reach with the build-up play into Lucas Shaw, who took one touch, bamboozled the defender and rifled past to Jordan Smith. It's Nottingham Forest 0, Sheffield Wednesday 3.